Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I'll be reviewing this Coleedtech, and of course this is their wireless controller. Alright, so this is equivalent to a Pro controller. Alright, so this is my full review. Now of course this is the default Switch controller, and what happens with the default Switch controller is that you can actually get a Pro controller from Nintendo. However, that one costs around $80. This one costs about $15 thereabout, depending on the time that you check these out. All right, so this one has a good rating. What I like about this one is that it's very similar to, of course, the this one in terms of quality and of course in terms of the button feel. Now, one of the things that I like about this controller here from Coleedtech is, of course, if you check it out, and you can see this is built for gamers in mind. This is the box that it comes with. All right, and of course this is their upgraded controller, upgraded in that it works with the Switch 2. So as you can see, it's paired and it's very responsive. Now in terms of button quality, let's start there. If you feel the buttons, for example, the Nintendo buttons are just perfect. They have the right amount of resistance and feel. And of course, if you check out these, they have, I would say, very similar. I would say about 95% the same feel, if not 100%. So they do feel just right. All right, and of course I assume they feel just as good as the Pro controllers from Nintendo at a fraction of the cost. In fact, this is like 1/4 or 1/5 the cost. And of course, this makes this hard to beat. All right, let's look at the controller itself. You get 4 LEDs here. That's the mode to which the controller is set, either 1 player, 2 player, all the way up to 4 players. And you can see as well the direction pads here, and it has the red and blue layouts. As you can see here, it does reverse it a bit, but of course it has a similar layout to the original. And you can see the buttons, they're basically the same. You have the A, B buttons, the X, Y, you have the plus, the minus, and of course you have the turbo function, and of course there are extra functions that are built in that's not on the normal remote. So it has everything the default has. You'll find as well it's very nimble in terms of the controls here, and you can find that we have this textured grip. I love this because it's on both sides. It allows for better grip of the controller itself. It never feels cumbersome in the hand. It's also very small and very neat. Up here we have the USB Type-C port. It comes with a cable, allows for charging, and you have the triggers here, which is the left and right, and of course the ZR and the LZ buttons. And you can see on the back here of the device here, it comes with supports input of 5 volts, and it has a 550 mAh or milliamp in terms of the power, and it has a decent battery inside. Battery life is very good, and it has a very powerful rumble. All right, so one of the faults I find with it is that I'm not sure it's in every game, but if you're playing Mario Kart World, the vibration feedback is way too heavy, and also it's very it's almost as if it's constantly vibrating, so you're feeling constant vibrations. The vibration is good, but I'm advising the producers of this to actually tweak the vibration function, maybe to either a button or something that will turn it down or turn it up as needed. All right, so it's very heavy in some games. It might need tweaking in terms of its functionality. I'm not sure if there's a way to do that on this device. All right, otherwise though, I have no complaints. It's very affordable, it's very good, and it looks just like the original in terms of nimbleness and control language that's across the Switch 2 Pro controller. So if you want a cheap and affordable controller, this one is worth picking up versus the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. All right, so this is a Pro controller through and through. It's well designed, it looks very, very nice, and of course I really like it. So do I recommend it? Definitely. I give it a 9 out of 10, and the one point I took off was for the vibration function that at times can be a little bit gimmicky. It might be able to tweak. It can also double as a PC controller. So if you have a PC, you can actually connect this to a PC, and it will act as a normal controller with the USB-C type cable, or wirelessly if you have a wireless dongle to hook that up. All right, so overall, I really like it. You can find that it works flawlessly, and you can actually pick up a bunch of these for a 2-player 3-player, you can actually hook up or get additional versions that comes in different colors as well. Setup was easy, and of course I have a different video on that to show you to set it up, which is similar to the, I assume, to the Pro controller, and it was very easy to get everything working. All right, and configuration as well is very easy. It detects flawlessly and it shows up just as how the Pro controller would show up. You get the battery levels and everything that you would get on a normal controller. All right, so overall I definitely think you should definitely get one of these. This is one of the better controllers that you can actually buy on the market for your Switch 2. All right, and it's also compatible with the Switch 1 and the Switch OLED, so it works straight across the board. All right, so loving this, and definitely it's a nice secondary controller. And of course, if you combine this with your main controller, you can actually get 3 controllers when you double these as individual controllers by disconnecting them. All right, when they're not docked for this particular one. All right, so definitely go ahead, guys, and buy this. I'll have a link in the description if you so choose to use my link. And as always, guys, if you have any direct questions about this controller, you can ask them below. This is Ricardo from Blog Tech Tips, saying bye until next time. Bye, guys.